Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pokemon Rebuilders. As always, I am your host and GM, Working Class Werewolf, and tonight I'm joined by my wonderful friends and players. We have Frey.
Hey, howdy, hey.
We have Himbo.
Who just stepped away for a minute, but we'll... never mind.
No, I'm here. Don't lose me, coach. So, I learned a new favorite sentence in English, and it's a legal sentence. I think it's a good one. I think we would all enjoy it.
Oh, God.
What? Why not happy with this? It's a sentence that says, James, while John had a better effect on the teacher.
We have Nyx.
I was gonna talk about how I'm proud of the fact that I broke up a couple. I may or may not have broken up a couple today, but god damn, that hurt.
You can say
It's
the
legal.
emphasis to make it make more sense.
No, I refuse to do that on purpose. I specifically did not want to give any context.
And we have Strider.
I have enough brat energy right now to take on a small nation. And I've been fed, so Godspeed.
Well, okay then. So, I guess that answers that question of how we're doing tonight.
Hungry. And attention starved.
What are you, my cat? Jesus, get a grip.
You know what? That's the third time today by like 3 separate people that I've been compared to by a cat.
I'm starved for attention and food. Yeah, because you finished it 3 minutes ago. Shut up.
Also,
I'm actually doing it right now, but I'm still starved for attention and food. Will you pay attention to me?
No.
Okay.
Also, speaking of animals and circling back to weird legal sentences, Alchemist Uvale says, that reminds me of buffalo, 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 buffalo is a legal sentence.
That is correct. It's in the same vein.
Well,
As an
Yeah,
English major,
Buffalo,
you do want to
buffalo,
off yourself.
buffalo. Yeah.
Wait, do you want me to actually add context to the thing that I said?
No.
please no.
Okay, because
Moving on.
that was 11 hads in a row. I don't want to count again.
Had.
Yeah, no, it just sounds like a human is breaking down in front of you.
No, it sounds like an AI is trying to comprehend itself.
AI doesn't mess up that badly. That's only people.
I've had it mess up that bad. I've had it mess up that bad.
So, last time on Pokemon Rebuilders.
Yup. Let's get straight to it then, shall we?
I can't open this cup. Oh, I did it.
Oh, I gotta get into the friggin' thing. Ah. Sorry about that. I had to do some readjusting real quick. Live, everybody.
Dip off and go and make more food. I'm
Say what?
I might dip off and make some more food. I'm so hungry right now. I'll let you know if I do.
Okay, noted. Anyways, I suppose I should get on with the introduction. It has been several months since the rebuilders of Red Cloister... God dang it. Take two. It has been several months since the Rebuilders Corps of Red Cloister... God damn it. Take three.
What are we messing up?
I'm not saying the words right.
It sounds right.
It isn't. It has been several months since the Rebuilder Corps of Red Cloister returned to the surface after the devastation wrought by the impact of Grand Meteor Delta over 100 years ago. Since then, they have found countless new discoveries in the New World, along with countless more new dangers. Despite it all, however, the Rebuilders continue their mission to reconnect with the cloisters across the region, as well as the rest of the world, in order to rebuild the world destroyed so long ago. Some of the most crucial contributors to this mission have been Layla the Soldier, Jakob the Caretaker, Toshiko the Scientist, Ace the Salvager, Cece the Tactician, and Sam the Renegade. Progress has indeed been made, and the future is looking bright, but enemies still yet lurk in the shadows, and the Rebuilder's mission is still far from over. I'm not doing more than 3 takes, we'll roll with it. Alright. This is gonna suck. Recap time. When we last left off, the Rebuilders had managed to catch up with Cece and reassure her of her purpose, abilities, and the stability of the group, when Layla caught up with them and told them that Team Satellite had been spotted out, or that Spectrum had been spotted out in the desert, and they were heading out to go meet up with them. Meanwhile, Brock took Sam out to the desert in order to try and get the drop on on Spectrum, when they came across Spectrum surrounding Team Satellite's agents, Ned and Kelly. They managed to take them out altogether with a coordinated effort of Genesect blasts before reaching an accord of sorts with the rest of the Rebuilder Corps. They then decided that Ned and Kelly would be held in the village and stripped of all of their gear and weapons and anything else that could make them a threat. Ned gave a nod of appreciation to Sam, thinking he was responsible for the ambush. Afterwards, the team decided to set out into the desert and continue their mission to Viridian City. Meanwhile, underwater, AJ began his expedition, where he found a strange underwater cavern surrounded by aquatic Pokemon. Thus we resume our story. And we will open up to said underwater cavern.
Okay.
Just a second. Ah, here we are. As AJ, Surge, Titus, and Jagger are in the process of confronting some wild Pokemon, AJ looking to catch the Gorbis for Cece as a present.
I'm gonna do it.
Alright, then in that case... yeah, put yourself into initiative and your Pokemon.
To get a drink. I'm thirsty. No. Excuse me.
You're excused.
You're blessed. Forgot
Sorry about
AJ's a
that.
speedy little fucker.
Oh, yeah.
Speed is nice.
Yeah, we'll go with this for now, just for some...
Lavender, on the other hand, is not. Can I
Just for
help
some
you? Why are
background
you
music.
behind me? Jimmy? I'm sorry, I did not mean to knock the microphone with my blanket, but I am very cold and my dog is not helping.
That's okay. What the hell am I doing? There we go.
Okay, but why does Dudley and his Pokemon look like they're doing almost the same pose?
Because they're in sync.
No, NSYNC is 5 people. That is one.
Oh my god. Now I
Because
just have this
Inteleon
image that Dudley. I just have this image that Dudley now just secretly cosplays as Inteleon, but doesn't tell anybody just because he wants to feel cool.
Oh my god.
They're both smarmy bastards. Yark, yark, yark.
Y'all.
I might have to switch to my phone.
That's okay.
Oh, it fixed itself. If
Oh, good.
I drop off, give me a minute. I'll switch to my phone.
Noted.
Discord is acting wonky for me.
I also apologize for the delay. Getting everyone in is taking a bit. Alright, let's get Surge and Lantern in. Is it still a legal sentence if it's just bouffalant?
Shut up.
I love the fact that you got aggressive before I could. will
Alright,
leave the
Jakob.
Twitch chat so quickly, it won't even be funny.
Alright, Jakob. Which 6 Pokemon are you bringing? Bouffalant, Bouffalant, Bouffalant. Bouffalant, Bouffalant, Bouffalant.
God.
It's actually just 6 Bouffalants. That's the party.
I guess that's technically a legal sentence.
And the had sentence is all about structuring your sentence in just the right way so that all the hads are right next to each other when they're separate ideas.
As opposed to being where else in the sentence?
Like you could say, while James had, John had. But if you structure it, James while John, then you're putting your comma and you're getting all of those hads right next to each other. I don't think that's all the way up to 11. I think that was just like while James while John had.
I want you to know I'm sending
7.
private messages in all this.
That's 7 hads
I am going to
that I can make sense of.
come over to Washington and murder you in your sleep.
Oh no, I literally just said, don't start and I will bury you to Frey. While with Himbo, it was, I will send you to Jesus.
Shiloh, do you want to team up and just take them
Yeah.
out one by one?
Yeah, I definitely,
Okay.
I'll call my work and tell them that it's a family emergency.
Sounds
Bitch.
great.
Funeral.
Bitch, you go into the ranch dimension. You better get out of my face.
Come at me, ho.
Titus should probably also send out a Pokemon.
Is it you? Do you really stink that bad? It is you. Why do you stink? Do I have to give you a bath because you smell like ass? I just bathed you. Oh. You chose the worst time to smell like ass. You did. I'm supposed to go into battle.
That's my secret, Cap. I always smell like ass.
She smells so bad. I don't know what it is.
God.
I mean, you said it's the ass.
It basically means she smells bad.
I am really sorry for this extensive setup. This is probably not very entertaining to watch.
You know,
Okay, I literally cannot take this smell because it smells like medicine, and I don't know why my dog smells like medicine. So I'm going to be the problem. I have to go. I'll be back.
All right. Well, that might change things a bit.
Well, at least it's set up for when they come back.
True. just gotta get Jagger in there. And Inteleon. Alright. And that is the turn order set. But since Strider is currently taking care of a smelly dog, I suppose we will jump over to Pewter Canyon.
Sounds good.
I really need to put my maps into folders. Now that I can
I'm
do
so
that.
glad Roll20 lets you make folders now.
Okay, but why can't I actually scroll up, though? While trying to select where the... Oh, this is a problem. Are you kidding me? Okay, so this new layout isn't entirely convenient.
Which map do we need to go to? Pewter Canyon 1, Pewter Canyon 0?
Pewter City Ruins.
Pewter City Ruins achieved. Alright, players moved.
Oh no, what the fucking god. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I don't believe in doing updates until somebody else tests them for me first, so sorry, you got guinea pigged on.
Whoops.
Whoops. Yep, don't be the first adopter of nothing.
Alright. Actually, weren't you guys all in the gym? Except for Layla, though. Yeah, she went and did some training.
Basically, before Layla, let me remind you, before Layla was abducted, by a random throw that just everybody accepts, just comes and goes wherever he fucking pleases.
It's fine. You learned karate out of it.
Yeah, I can't be mad because now I can break rocks. so I can't be mad. But Layla said, "Okay, let's try and
Get some training done.
get some training, get some supplies done." I know there were other things. Basically, we wanted to try and get some information about the weather to try and see if we could maybe have a better prediction system on when sandstorms came, because right now they're kind of random, but we wanted to try and see if we could predict them.
You wanted to
If that
try
makes
and
sense.
get a way to predict sandstorms?
I don't know if that's even correct, but it had something to do with the weather.
I don't recall you talking about predicting sandstorms, but I don't recall much of anything this time of year.
I could have Q fly up and look in the distance, but like I don't have any open quest logs beyond investigate harsh sunlight and head to Viridian after we finish training.
I think it's mostly just, get supplies ready, make sure that we're ready to go.
Do we have teams finalized for who we want when we leave coverage, presumably?
I don't know, do you?
I've got mine.
There is one thing that Layla wants to do before she leaves. But it's obviously going to wait till after they're done with the training.
Do you want to have that training wrap up on screen or off screen?
It can be off screen.
Cool. Then in that case, Layla, you can come back into the gym just now if you want.
Layla comes back in looking kind of frazzled. Not frazzled. Frazzled's not the right word, but more like she was put through the ringer.
All right.
She looked like she did work.
How did training go?
I mean, it was fine, I guess. Just, oh boy, that was a lot.
Well, here, if you've been working out, you want to get your blood sugar back up, and Toshi will offer like a water bottle and some of Jakob's lemonade or something.
Can we also
Have
get
you-
Layla on the map?
Yes. Give me a moment. Have you, I don't know, perhaps considered, what's it called, seeing a doctor?
Do you think I need one?
Personally, I wasn't there for what you went through.
I'm a field medic. It looks like rigorous training.
Yeah, I mean, it's no different than what I'm used to.
Not like hurt, just
Uh-oh.
more intense than usual. Yeah.
Yeah. You might notice that Layla's knuckles seem a little bit rougher than usual.
Toshi probably immediately like grabs your hand, is like looking closely. Just examining, and then lets go and looks up at you with a nod.
Okay. Yeah, that was kind of rigorous training. Really, really rigorous training.
Punching.
Cece
rock.
will also make her way back in. It seemed more like
Smashing them.
and also quite a degree of throwing. Or rather, like, a redirection of force, sort of like jujitsu almost.
If
As far
anything,
as I'm concerned, this is pro style.
If anything, it seems like some pretty beneficial training, even if it doesn't feel too great right now.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Would you like some wraps for your knuckles?
It's not the worst idea.
Toshi will pull out some wraps and start doing that sort of martial arts wraps around the knuckles.
Alright. So you bind and bandage
actually-
Layla's knuckles.
It's just to reinforce the joints
Yeah.
and help keep bacteria out of these abrasions.
Yeah, I guess. Layla is looking over towards that rock where she saw the Zygarde cubes.
Hang on just a second. Roll 20's being really clunky right now.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna try refreshing it, see if that helps.
Let's hope.
Unless I may have to try restarting my computer, and I'd really rather fucking not. Ugh. I hate it when it does this. Well, I hope you're safe, Alchemist.
What does that mean?
Alchemist says, given the recent act of nature warfare that hit here, I may or may not be safe depending on the approach, LOL.
Yeah, like, there's a lot to work with there. Are you talking about, like, there's a lot of pollen and you're getting hay fever, or there's a tornado? Like, where are we at?
It's Canada. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Probably not pollen.
I mean,
I know. Like this, but your ass smells like junk.
oh, yeah.
First off, rude.
Welcome
Listen.
Let
back.
the bath go.
She was a little miffed. I took her potty beforehand, and most of the water ended up on the floor. But I got one squeaky clean dog.
Well, that's good.
Oh.
There's also a spider chilling in my bathroom, so Loki could have fun in that bathroom. I'm not fucking with him. Honey, you're not at my house, and if you were, I would have taken care of it for you.
I know.
You could have dealt with the angry, stinky dog. I would have dealt with the scary thing. Don't be giving me that offended look. That blanket needs to go under your butt. Good God. Are we still setting things up, or what are we doing?
I'm waiting for Roll20 to stop being a problem, and I may have to restart my computer to do that at this point.
It's nice to know the Roll20 is consistent.
Do you want to just do the reset now and then?
I guess. God damn it.
Hey, don't make me come there and spray you with water.
What?
It'll be dog bath water, too.
That will only make the internet situation worse. Water will not
No,
make
I
this
didn't-
better.
I'm spraying like Beckett. I'm not spraying the internet.
Either way,
What'd
like,
I
water
do?
probably won't help.
What am I getting
There's no
sprayed?
self-deprecation. Not in this family. Stuff happens.
That's
We
like
take the
asking
punch and
us
we
not
go.
to breathe.
All right.
You know what? Dog bath water. It'll work.
All right, I'll
Right.
negotiate with you. I will not say anything self-deprecating the same day that you do your laundry and put it away in 24 hours.
All right. Okay, so
Bet.
it's back for now. Let's see how well it keeps going. We jumped briefly over to the Pewter City gym while you were gone to keep things moving along.
Thank you. Also, Himbo, that means I have 12 hours to put my laundry away.
You won't do it.
So you're looking. So Layla's looking over to the Zygarde pit.
Yes. Oh, I believe Sam went off somewhere. If I remember correctly, he probably went to talk to Hanzo?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Sam's not here right now.
Not currently, but I am in comms if anybody needs to talk to me.
Got it.
Okay.
All right.
Because I also do need to talk to Cece.
Well, in the meantime, so you're looking over at the Zygarde pit, and Brock will sort of take notice. What are you thinking?
I know Team Satellite has parts of Zygarde. We saw one with them, which means they are trying to look for other parts.
Okay.
I I understand how arrogant this might be. But we are trying to help Zygarde become whole again. And if we're going to do that as well as keep them out of Team Satellite, I want to prove that maybe it would be worth it if we could take them with us.
Brock is going to stand in front of the pit and cross his arms, looking directly at you. I understand where you're coming from, and I do respect your intentions. However, these Zygarde cells are important and treasured to the Steelix tribe as being literal fragments of a land spirit. You guys have proven yourself as allies, but I can't just give them over to you.
Then let us be tested.
That's something you'll have to take up with the Steelix tribe's leadership.
And I'm not sure we have the time now. Aren't we heading to Viridian Desert? We're finished with training, yes?
We needed to get some supplies, and I know that Sam wanted to do something.
Can I ask you something, Layla?
Yeah?
Why do you feel it would be best that they came with you?
I mean, it's more that they go back with Zygarde. I don't know, reconstitute themselves in there, become absorbed within them.
Right.
Like, if Zygarde is trying to become whole again, then doesn't that make sense?
But why does it have to stay with you?
We travel a lot and get into some dangerous situations. It might be safer. They might be safer here in some ways.
I Layla kind of looks disappointed in herself. I'm not trying to be arrogant, if that's what you're thinking. I'm not trying to say that I'm better.
I never said that's what you were saying, but I'm asking you, why do you think that they should go with you? Do you not think that they would be safe here? Do you think you are a better wielder, a better trainer, the best person for Zygarde to go with?
I mean, Zygarde let me take them. To some extent, I feel Zygarde trusts me. Zygarde wants to come with me. At least, I think they do. Layla's actually gonna get Zygarde out.
I was about to say, we haven't really seen how Zygarde would react in this situation.
All right. Zygarde comes out and it is focused on the spot where the Zygarde cells are stored away, but it is still standing stalwart at your side.
Hey, I need to ask you something.
Zygarde will look up at you.
Layla's gonna kneel down in front of Zygarde. I know that I said I would take you along and do my best to keep you safe, make you stronger. But there's some other cells here, and the Steelix tribe they're also pretty strong. If you want, you could stay with them.
Zygarde is going to tilt its head for a moment as you speak. And then as you finish, it is going to reach out and put a paw on your shoulder, looking you in the eyes. It seems like it wants to stay with you.
Layla's gonna look up at Brock.
Brock is going to nod. It seems like Zygarde trusts you.
Do I still need to prove myself?
Brock is going to nod. Like
Zygarde is an amalgamation. It could be of several minds, and each part could have, like, the individual cells could think. Sorry.
look at it this way. You've been helpful, and you've been honorable so far. But you're still strangers and outsiders for the most part to the Steelix tribe. And their view of the outside world is still very much in repair, at best. And if I were to just give you over the Zygarde cells and tell them it was for the best, I don't know how that would look and how well they would take that.
So what would I need to do then?
You would have to convince them that you're the best one for Zygarde to go with. Or at least for them to give up your cells.
Perhaps next time we come to Computer Canyon?
I don't like the idea that Ned and Kelly are here. I don't like that if something happens with Team Rocket and they find these cells. That's what I meant.
Yep. We can take care of ourselves here. If you truly don't want to be arrogant, then don't put the weight of the world on your shoulders and take the sole responsibility of defending it solely upon yourself. You've seen where that arrogance got you earlier.
That looks like it hit her hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you did, you asshole.
What?
Jakob? Cece?
Well, we are still waiting on Sam to get back. Maybe you could see what you could do in the meantime with the Steelix Tribe Elder. Or at least Iron or someone. Other than that, it doesn't really seem like there's much way around this. Brock raises a decent point. It wouldn't be right for us to just claim proper responsibility and ownership of Pokemon and aspects that the tribe holds so sacred and in such high regard.
I almost think back to it in a way of if we had captured one of the totem Pokemon of a tribe. It's not the same, but it feels similar to me. I wouldn't feel necessarily right about that unless it was agreed upon.
Okay. We are still waiting on Sam.
And I'm in no way saying that you're wrong, and I'm in no way saying that I don't believe you're the best person to be the steward of these other Zygarde. I'm just saying that we also don't hold the same perspective on them that this tribe does.
Plus, it's not like these are the only Zygarde cells in the world remaining. There's still plenty others left out there.
I just keep thinking about the Zygarde that we saw in Antoinette's possession. I can't help but wonder how many Zygarde cells they have.
All the more
how
reason...
many they're looking for, how many they could...
All the more reason to go out to find more where we know that they are out there, as opposed to worrying about a small number clustered away here where we know that they are safe and protected, at the very least.
guess you're right.
Again, we're not saying that you can't make an attempt. Just that if we have to leave them here, it's not the worst thing ever. And
I know.
And at least we know that they are in good hands.
Yeah, I know. Layla's kind of like Layla's torn. I think Layla's gonna take Zygarde and just step outside.
All right. And out you both go. Brock will turn and face your team, the rest of the team, and say, I hope you know that I meant no offense with what I said and my stance. But I am still the leader of Pewter Gym, and I am still effectively the guardian of this city. I have to think of everyone involved and look at the bigger picture. Even if that means sometimes saying things that people don't always want to hear. And it's only because I respect Layla so much that I was so blunt with her.
It's appropriate that we both advocate strongly for the positions we hold. Neither of us is expressly right or wrong. We're each trying to look out for the best interests of, really, both of our groups here, in a way. With time, things may change, but not at this moment, I don't think.
The burden of responsibility is a hefty one to bear. Leadership even more so. Far be it from me to begrudge you for doing what you have to do. You support your people, we support ours. And hopefully one day those can all be one and the same. Brock looks to Toshi, waiting in case she has anything to say.
Toshi has not been. She's like looking towards the door,
Fair enough.
thinking about Sam. Hmm.
Very good then. And in that case, if there's nothing else, I'll leave you to your business. And if this is where we part ways, farewell, and I hope you have a safe journey. And know that if you need anything, Pewter City will be open to you.
It was lovely to meet you.
We will meet again.
I know.
After all... And then Brock will turn and smirk. After all, you guys still need the Boulder Badge in order to get into the Indigo Plateau.
Toshi nods.
Cece's eyes are going to widen as if she, like, just remembered that aspect. Oh. That's right, we... One thing at a time. We'll be back. And Cece will turn and leave, heading for the door.
Jakob will look side to side, then give a little bit of a smile towards Brock before going. Don't worry, I'll be coming back for that badge. I've only just started on my collection, and that looks like a pretty beautiful addition, so be ready.
Brock is going to smirk. I'm looking forward to it.
I still see Toshi on the map. Is Toshi still inside?
She hasn't said she left.
Oh,
Well, then
yeah.
Jakob is just going to smile at Toshi, and he will also see himself out.
Toshi will leave.
All right. And with that, and now that I've figured out the new mechanism of switching around, we're gonna jump back to Rock Tunnel. As the battle gets underway. I also gotta jump over there myself so that the stream can see it. Alright. Now, hopefully the turn order is still intact. It is. Wunderbar. And once the music gets going, the battle can get going, assuming Strider is ready.
Here.
Wonderful. Excellent, excellent. Then... Pokemon battle music.
What the fuck you mean that's a 40 initiative?
Speedy, speedy, speedy.
This'll work. Yeah, you may have noticed that Kabutops is sporting a particularly high initiative. That will be in part thanks to its special ability. Any second now. Oh, am I gonna have to reopen this? Oh, wonderful. Phenomenal.
Is that our Gyarados or is that a different Gyarados?
That is Titus's Gyarados.
Oh, thank Christ.
Right? Alright, I'm probably gonna have to reopen every single one of these. That's fine, that's fine. So yeah, then instead of prolonging this, I'm gonna say, yeah, that is thanks to Kabutops' special ability, Swift Swim. Which, as you guys are familiar with, doubles the initiative of any Pokemon who has it in rainy conditions or when they are under half HP. And considering you guys are underwater, I figure that counts as a similar situation.
Kabutops is swimming. And swift. Makes sense.
Indeed. However, as Kabutops readies for battle, you will also see the large crystalline structure behind it suddenly radiate a blue light that shines on Kabutops. And you will see Kabutops suddenly go a strange transformation as its body seems to crystallize, sort of. And then, in a burst of light, it adorns this crystal headpiece.
God! It's happening!
Hot diggity.
And then, once Roll20 keeps... Once Roll20 actually cooperates again, I can get to its turn. But it appears to be getting a little spicy with me right now. Finally! Friggin' hell. Oh, god dang it. Ugh. Son of a gun. There we go. Holy crap. Again, sorry for the delays. Alright.
You're good.
Kabutops is going to use Mudshot targeting Lantern. Alright, that is going to be super effective. Poor Lantern is going to take a wallop from that.
Super effective. An extra 17 is 52.
Alright, 52 before physical defense.
Special.
Or special defense, yes.
And -1 accuracy because it rolled high.
Alright, that's going to be a decent hit on Lantern, but Lantern is still kicking. Next up is Titus's Gyarados. So it likes to fight dirty, does it? Well then, we'll just show it what a mess it's gotten itself into, shall we, Gyarados? Now, swim forward and batter it with crunch. One, two, three, four, five, and it is going to reach out and attack from here.
Reach.
A nice hit. So 44 before physical defense. Alright, Gyarados reaches out and bites down on Kabutops' crest, landing a strong chunk, scraping its teeth against its skin and ripping away. But Kabutops still looks like it's standing and ready to fight. Up next is Gorbis, who will let out a strange and eerie tune. Before swimming into action. And it is going to target Lavender with Psychic. Or not. Oh, maybe. What is Lavender's special defense?
Strider?
Lavender's defense,
Special defense.
17.
Alright, that is still going to barely hit then. And that'll be 47 points of special damage before special defense. And Lavender will be pushed 1 square. As Gorbis's eyes light up with a psychic aura, and then Lavender suddenly feels itself forcefully slammed and scraped against the bottom of the seafloor by a psychic assault.
And who did this?
Gorbis.
The pretty little, pink-looking worm thing that for some reason is wearing a clamshell bra.
The string worm, got it.
Yep, the thing you're trying to catch for Cece.
Yes.
And then suddenly, out from the abyss below will rocket a new Pokemon. As this creature barrels towards Gyarados.
Oh, honey, no, go back down.